Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 1002nd day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 727,250 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,510 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 8 tanks, 24 armored combat vehicles, 50 artillery systems, 1 multiple launch rocket systems, 2 air defense systems, 57 drones and 97 vehicles. The Russians launched 147 combat clashes and carried out 61 airstrikes, including 91 anti-aircraft missiles on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 560 kamikaze drones and carried out 3,000 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports: the Russian military, once aiming to be a modern, professional force, has undergone a significant transformation since the invasion of Ukraine. Over 1,000 days of conflict have led to the loss of over 700,000 personnel, severely impacting the force's quality. The remaining soldiers are often poorly trained, and commanders resort to basic tactics, leading to high casualty rates. Despite losing thousands of tanks and armored vehicles, Russia has managed to replenish its losses due to its Soviet-era stockpiles. This, combined with the Russian leadership's willingness to accept casualties, has allowed them to make territorial gains in Ukraine. However, this has come at a significant cost, destabilizing the front lines and highlighting the limitations of Russia's military approach. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Ukraine conducted a successful combined strike against military assets in the Russian rear on the night of November 19 to 20 using drones and Western-provided long-range weapons. The November 19 to 20 strike series indicates that Ukraine has already begun leveraging Western-provided long-range weapons systems to assemble more complex and effective strike packages. Neither Russian nor Ukrainian forces have been able to conduct optimized operational maneuver since winter 2022 to 2023 due to legacy doctrinal and resource limitations, but both are learning, innovating, and adapting their respective tactics on the battlefield, emphasizing the dynamic nature of the current war. The US and Germany announced additional military assistance for Ukraine on November 20. Ukrainian officials continue to launch investigations into Russian executions of Ukrainian prisoners of war and provide statistics on Ukrainians living under Russian captivity. Ukrainian forces recently regained lost positions near Pokrovsk, and Russian forces recently advanced near Kupiansk, Chasiv Yar, Toretsk, Kurakov, and Vuhledar and in Kursk Oblast. The Russian military command's lack of proper treatment of Russian soldiers and continued reliance on meat assaults is likely contributing to mass desertions. In Zelensky's nightly address, he spoke about 3 key areas. Firstly, Ukraine urges caution amid ongoing threats. Zelensky called for calm following heightened concerns about potential Russian attacks. He emphasized that air raid alerts must be taken seriously, urging Ukrainians to resist emotional manipulation and focus on supporting the nation's defense against ongoing aggression. Secondly, US boosts Ukraine with $275 million defense package. The United States announced its 70th military aid package to Ukraine, including drones, HIMARS ammunition, artillery shells, and mines to bolster frontline defenses. Zelensky expressed gratitude for the bipartisan support from the US government and President Biden. Lastly, diplomatic progress with Poland and World Bank. Zelensky discussed future cooperation with Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk, focusing on a new support package and Poland's upcoming EU presidency. In a meeting with the World Bank, he advocated using frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine's recovery and defense efforts. First Lady Elena Zelenska met Pope Francis at the Vatican, emphasizing gratitude for the Holy See's role in securing prisoner releases and advocating for further efforts to save Ukrainians detained or deported by Russia. She marked 1,000 days of war with a plea for peace and security for Ukraine. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.